Alright guys, Paul back here again for another video, and in this one we're going to be doing a belt unboxing. And yeah, it's a belt unboxing, it's not just my dinner, so don't be fooled by the box. So I got this on eBay. As the title says, it's 5 belts in here. I did a 5 belt unboxing a few months back, and I was lucky enough to actually get the chance to order 5 belts at once again. So I should say I got this off eBay. A seller had a few belts up listed, and I DM'd him asking, you got a total price for all your belts listed? Gave me a total price and then told me I got 2 more belts I'm going to be selling later on. So I made an offer, he accepted, and there's supposedly 5 belts in here. And I'm a little bit worried about that because this is not a big box. So the belts might be trashed, but we'll find out. I've obviously taken my address and all that off of here, and okay, right away I can. Okay, I'm hoping these are gonna be all right because there's this. There's look at that. There's just belts piled on top of one another. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, ooh, okay, one of them doesn't have a bag. First up, this strap feels flexible. Obviously, you can see WWF bag there. Move the box to the side. So, I should say, what's it, 4 of these are original WWF belts. 1 is a WWE. Oh, this is a deluxe strap. I did not know that. This is a classic IC, as you can see there, and I didn't actually realise, but it comes on one of the original kind of real leather WWE straps, and it doesn't come with a tip. That's odd. Look at that. It's not even cut for a tip. It's not got the holes for that. I'm confused. The original IC did come with a tip. Is this a 2003? It is. Okay, this is a 2003. I think the 2004 onwards all came with a tip. This one, as it happens, doesn't. The plates are fairly scratched, but it's an old belt. It's almost 20 years old. Classic IC. It's a cool belt though. Big fan of that. Surprised it doesn't have a tip though. A little bit confused. But it's got a deluxe strap, so we got the real leather strap. Great. It's terrible. Will that sit up? These are really folded, so I'm not sure if they'll even sit up in place. Next up, another classic WWF belt, so probably quite obvious which one this is. Not a deluxe strap on this one, unfortunately. This is just an original WWF Winged Eagle, if I can ever get out of the bag, that is. There we go. This one comes with a tip, so fantastic. Is this is a 2003 as well? What's going on? I'm confused. Wow, this one actually looks really good. Really good condition. What is going on? That thing's scratched up like crazy. This looks brand new. I'm not even joking. The plates look flawless. Man, what is... I don't understand. Fair enough. Next one doesn't actually have a bag, but this is one that I have been without in my collection for 10, 12 years, and it is the Hogan 86. A replica that I've not seen in person in so long, and it's not a great replica, let's be honest. None of these are. The shallow 2mm etching is what it is. We're all aware of what quality it is. But this is a crazy rare belt, and it does come with a tip, of course. This is 2008. I didn't know they were still making these up until 2008. But there it is, Hogan 86. It isn't all gold. So obviously the real belt was dual plated in nickel and gold, but the replicas back then, it was only the Andre 87 that they did pretty well at the time. So yeah, really happy to have that Hogan 86, to be honest. That is a belt that I have not had in my collection, like I say, for the longest time. So absolute pleasure to have that again. I'll just stack those belts up there. Next one, oh, the last one doesn't have a bag, is the only Attitude Era belt, and it's kind of probably to be expected. It is the heavyweight Big Eagle, and it doesn't come with the 6th plate, unfortunately, but I've got a few spares of those. Really nice belt. I mean, the Big Eagle, I love the Big Eagle belt. Look at the size difference between, look at that. That's a big boy belt. Yeah, it looks really good. The condition of this actually is This is up there with that Winged Eagle. Honestly, the Big Eagle and Winged Eagle are pretty flawless. The Hogan 86 looks pretty decent, to be fair. The IC is the only one that's in terrible condition, to be quite honest, but no, I like this belt a lot. What do you think? Great belt. Great belt. I love the Attitude Era Big Eagles. And last but not least, this is the odd one out, to be fair. Any guesses? Nope. Of course it's the US spinner. Why wouldn't it be? It goes with them perfectly. Yeah, so this one obviously doesn't have a bag. It spins silently. Pretty silently. A lot of these you spin and they're clattering about. Do I have one here? Oh, I do. There's one there. See? Well, that one's got the magnet. I didn't even realise. This one doesn't have the magnet, so it can spin freely. For those that don't know, in the back of these plates, obviously these are two separate plates, the part that spins and the base. They both have a magnet. I think it's under the U. It's either under the U or under the S, and they match up. They link together when the belt's sitting stationary and straight up. It's quite easy to remove the magnet. You just need to take the plate off and unscrew the spinning piece. Take a hammer to the magnet and it pops right out. And then it can spin freely like that. Unlike, look at that, terrible, awful. But yeah, this looks actually quite good. It's got a little bit of the copper discoloring. If you've seen, what video was it? My video of the 2008 ECW Heavyweight. I briefly spoke about how a lot of the kind of nickel parts on belts, like the spinner, on the US spinner, on the UFCs, how eventually over time the copper colouring underneath these, kind of the pink shades, kind of start to show through. And the US spinner is one that it often does show up on, and all the plates actually look fine except for this side plate. The side plate is actually quite obvious. The colour is fading through quite significantly actually. The rest of the plates look fine though, and pretty decent condition for a belt of this age. The spinners tend to always have stones falling out quite often, so I'm quite happy that this one looks pretty intact. But yeah, how's that for a strange collection of belts to receive? Good enough. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what belt here is your favourite. Yeah, we need this one remade. We need a new Hogan 86, man. Like, that's a cool belt. I like having this again. It's a beautiful, underrated belt design in my opinion. In all gold, it's not as nice as it is dual plated, but even then, that's a nice looking belt, let's be honest. Yeah, not sure what else there is really to say. I know people will probably be upset I'm just full. The belts came in a box folded up. Who cares at this point? They're never going to flatten out at this rate. I still don't know how all 5 of these even... By the way, it was one piece of bubble wrap. That was great. The belts, to be fair, do look intact. I don't see any of the screws even broken on the back by the look of it. Obviously, it's difficult to tell under just a first impression, but fingers crossed these will all be okay. Yeah, if you've stuck around to this point in the video, I do appreciate it. Yeah, which belt here is your favourite? It's obviously the US spinner, isn't it? I know. You just don't get belts like classy like this. I mean, a Winged Eagle, what? Classic IC, who cares? It's all about the US spinner. Cheers.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.